In this session, we discuss evaluation of postfix expressions. Last video, we have discussed how to convert infix to postfix expressions. Now we will discuss how to evaluate the postfix expressions. So we know that this compiler will evaluate only the postfix expressions. So we have our prefix expressions. So this the commonly used notations is postfix expressions. So we'll discuss how to evaluate it. Before evaluating the postfix expressions, we should follow certain rules to evaluate the postfix expressions using stack. The first rule is, well, we have to read the entire postfix expression from left to right. If you encounter operand, then we have to push into the stack. If you encounter operator, then we have to perform the operations, whatever the operations corresponding to the operators. So first, encounter operands, then push onto stack. If you encounter operator, then perform the corresponding operations. Putback result, that is place result back, pushback result. Pushback result onto stack. While performing the operations, we have to check the conditions. What condition is which operand take first and which is second one. So always the previous one, which is the first operand is the next to top. First operand is first operand and is previous value or next to top. Because top is a new one, because this is last in first out, stack is last in first out, the last one is a new one, recent one. So the first operand is a previous for it next to top, because top value is the new one. So the second operand, consider the second operand as the new one. Second operand is top value, top of stack. So while doing these operations, we have to consider this one. So now let us discuss for this expressions. So before that, we'll discuss once again the rules. If you encounter operand, then push on to stack. If you encounter operator, then perform the corresponding operations, whatever it is, a multiplication, divisions, or modulo remainder. And then push back result onto the stack. While doing operations, we have to consider the previous value as the first operand and the top value as the recent value as the second operand, because this is the important one. We should not change this, the top as the first one and next as the second one. Then value, we are not getting the correct value. We always take the previous one as the first one, the top value as the recent one as the second operand value. Now we'll discuss these expressions. See here, the first character is 8. So since 8 is a operand, we have to push it into stack. The next one is 5. 5 is operand, push it into stack until we see the operator. Once we see the operator, we can perform the operations. The next character is, next input symbol is operand, we have to push it into stack. This is our stack. Then what is the next character? Next character input symbol is star. So star is the operator. Once we see operator, go for the second rule. What is the second rule? If you encounter operator, then perform the corresponding operations. So what we have to do? We have to take first top 2 element. Top 2, we have to choose it and perform the operations. The top 2 is 6 and 5, but which one we have to consider as the first one is, this is your first operand, and this is the, that is previous, next to top is the first operand, this is our second operand, second one. So here we have to take 5 into 6. 5 into 6 is 30, so we have to write 30 here. So we have to place 30 back to, again we have to place 30 back to the stack. Push back result, this third, what is the third rule? Third rule is push back result onto stack. This is our result 30, so push it back to stack. Now what is the next character? We have to read until the end of the stack, end of the postfix expressions. Now next is 2. 2 is the operand, we have to directly place it in, push it into stack. Then what is the next character? Next character is slash, which is a operator. What we have to do? We have to do the operations corresponding to this. We have to do division operations corresponding to. So 30 is the first operand and 2 is the second operand. So this is first and this is second. This one is the second operand, the top one. So now what? 30 divided by 2. So 15. So 15 we have to place it back to stack. Okay, now our stack has 8. Place the result back to stack. So push back to stack 15. Now what is the next character? We have to read the next character. The next character is modulo character. So modulo is operator. Modulo is operator. What we have to perform the operations. While performing, we have to take 8 modulo 15, because 8 is the first one. This is the first operand, and 15 is the second operand. 15 is second operand. So we have to write 8 modulo 15. We know 8 modulo lesser means which is 8 only. Whatever the numerator is lesser than the denominator means it's 8. That remainder is 8. So we have to place the 8 result back to the stack. So I am placing back 8 into this onto the stack. So 8 here. Then what is the next character? Next character is 3, which is operand. So push it into stack. Then what is the next character? Plus. Plus is the operator. So once we reach the operator, once we encounter operator, we have to perform operations. What operations? 8 plus 3. Here 8 plus 3. 8 is the first operand and 3 is the second operand. Second one. Second operand. So 8 plus 3 is 11. So we have to push 11 back to this one. Here 11. 8 plus 3. 8 plus 3 equal to 11. Place it into stack. Answer is we have to put back into push back into stack. Then what is the next character? Next character is plus. Not plus, it's a 5. 5 is, since 5 is the operand, we have to directly push it into stack. So 5. Then what is the next character? Next input symbol is a plus. Plus is the operator. We have to perform the operations. What operation we need to perform? We have to do addition operations, because plus we encounter plus, so its operation is addition. So 11 plus 55. So 11 plus 5, because this is the first operand, this is second operand. 11 plus 5 is a 16. So our result is a 16. So because again we have to put the result back 16 to the stack. Now we have to check our input string. Here there is, we reach the end of the postfix expressions. We have read the entire expressions. So the final result is 16. So after evaluating this expression, 85 star 6 star 2 slash modulo 3 plus 5 plus, the value was 16. Here this is 16 is the postfix evaluations value. Thank you.